Welcome back to New Rockstars. Creed 3 released last Friday, and let me tell you, it's phenomenal. Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan really delivered. The two actors complement each other so well, and after seeing this, you'll want to see Killmonger and Kang really just go at it. The acting, choreography, and directing really shows in this movie and gave me personally the same ambition and appreciation as the first Creed movie did.
I loved this movie. I loved all the parallels to the previous films in the Creed and Rocky franchise. I agree with Jessica. The fight, choreo, and chemistry between the leads make this movie a knockout.
Yes, yes, yes. And without further ado, I'm Jessica Clemens here with my best friend in the entire world, entire multiverse, Tommy Bechtold. And we're gonna break down Creed 3 for you. So if you haven't seen it, we're gonna be spoiling. This is just your warner. This is your warning.
Yes.
We're huge fans of the Creed movies. Tommy's a huge Rocky fan, so it made sense for us to just break down this bad boy together. We love Adonis. We love Apollo. So let's get it started. One of my favorite parts of the Creed movies are the time jumps that are pretty seamless. We learn that Adonis and Jonathan Majors' character, Damian Anderson, go way back to being brothers in a group home and their foster father, Leon, beating them as a child. When put into a sticky situation, Adonis beat up Leon outside of a convenience store, then was immediately jumped by Leon's friends, so Damian pulled a gun on them, but the cops arrived. They took Damian away and Adonis ran. Damian spent 18 years in prison watching Adonis become what he always wanted to be, the world's greatest boxer. So the entire relationship between Adonis and Damian stems from the unresolved pent-up anger due to their past.
Ding ding, round two. Fast forward 15 years or so later, and after beating Conlan, the Irish boxer from the first movie, Adonis goes into retirement. Quick note, it's unbelievable how much Adonis looks and moves like Apollo in this movie. Damn, it was like seeing Carl Weathers in 1983 all over again. Besides Conlan, we also have Bianca, played by Tessa Thompson, Little Duke, played by Wood Harris, Marianne Creed, played by Felicia Rashad, my man Stitch, who's in every single movie, whose name is Stitch in real life. We even had Victor Drago himself returning. Last time we saw Drago was, of course, in Creed 2. We also get cameos from real-life fighters Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford as Nightmare, and Jessica McCaskill. As for Donnie, he's done. He's now setting up fights, training new boxers, and being a phenomenal dad. That is, until Damian shows up.
Yes, and like Jonathan Majors' Kang, Damian has lost a lot of time. He wants to make up for that time. This is an important thing in the movie because Adonis is aging. He's in retirement. Damian lost his time in prison. He wants it back quickly. They both spent so much time angry and confused at each other, it blinded who they were. Coogler has always been good at writing this. He's always been good at writing villains because they're not really villains. We see Damian's point of view and justification. We know the fuel and passion he has for boxing. It wasn't a dream, it was his dream. If you lost all that time protecting your brother to see how far he's come, doing what you dreamt of doing every day from your youth to being locked in a cell, you're gonna be mad. You'll be confused about where to put that anger. This motivation really pushed Damian until the end of the movie, and I think he's such a well-written character that's just so blinded by his own ambition.
Ding, 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 round three. He had reason to be upset, Jessica.
I know.
Damian reached out to Adonis multiple times, but Adonis never received any letters because sweet, sweet Marianne was keeping the two separated. To rekindle an old friendship, Adonis allows Damian to train at his boxing gym under Little Duke. It's not long before Damian does something dangerous when Duke and Adonis realize they may have made a mistake.
And mistakes were made.
Adonis is also trying to set up the fight of the century, bringing back Victor Drago, his newfound ally, to fight Felix Chavez, played by real-life fighter Jose Benavidez, a former welterweight champion who actually lost only 2 fights in his career, one to Terrence Crawford, who plays Nightmare in this movie, Adonis' sparring partner. There's a little Easter egg right in the breakdown for you. Chavez has been training at his gym under Duke. Seizing this opportunity that's not revealed until later, Damian gets one of his friends from prison to fracture Drago's hand and arm at Bianca's label party. With no one left to fight Felix, Adonis recommends using Damian, which is not that equal of a fight, seeing their clear difference in age, but as Adonis refers to it as an underdog story, even dropping Rocky's name, everyone agrees to it.
I would also like to add, because this is just me, I got really excited about this. The singer of the label party is Kehlani, and I gasped in the theater out loud just because I love her so much. Moving on. Felix gets his ass whooped, I know, I'm sorry, and sent straight to the hospital, leaving Damian, the victor, and baby, it only goes uphill from there. He's immediately seen as the true underdog and is living the most lavish life, but also talking mad shit on my boy Donnie every opportunity he gets, saying that he's a coward. He runs away from everything, comparing his career in retirement to the night he was arrested and Adonis dipped out. Right before this though, Marianne unfortunately passes away. She didn't seem to be sick in Creed 2, but by Creed 3 she had a stroke and everyone's constantly worried about her health. She suffers another stroke and slowly passes away in her bed with Adonis holding her hand. Before going in a haze, she thinks she's talking to Apollo and tells him once he left, she found the boy Adonis who saved her, and he's amazing. So even in that fleeting moment, her last words were how proud she was of Adonis. I like to think he resembled Apollo so much in this movie that she literally thought she was talking to Apollo himself. Maybe believed she was already on the other side with him, and I think she went out happy.
Aw, ding, 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 round 4. After the funeral, Adonis goes on First Take with my boy Stephen A. Smith to challenge Damian to the ultimate showdown at Dodger Stadium. And like Rocky, we love a training montage. It's giving mountains, it's giving hiking hiking. We are pulling planes, punching trees, sparring with an old enemy turned friend. I'm in heaven. Now, in the first movie, Rocky had Donnie running around Philly and chasing chickens. In the second movie, they drove to the desert to spar with other fighters, slam a sledgehammer into the ground, and literally shadowbox a garbage fire. In Creed 3, years have passed, and he's pulling planes. This man has upgraded. He's sparring with Victor Drago. How crazy is that? The relationship between him and Drago in this movie makes me believe he'll be appearing in the fourth Creed. It's like he has unfinished business in every movie.
Yes, and this fight, you guys, this is when I get serious. This fight is insane. Not only did Michael B. Jordan say it has anime style inspiration, that little anime geek, but it feels exactly like the ancestral plane in Black Panther.
Does.
This is Coogler doing it all over again. It really did. I love the fight depicted because ultimately it's not about the money or the people watching. It's that these two boys settling this out for themselves and proving something to one another. Once they're alone in the ring, smoke fills the stadium, the air turns gray, and the silence is just so loud. You can only hear the swings from their gloves until the Renaissance choral-like vocals protrude. It's like watching a moving painting. The choreography feels like a dance and it's rhythmic and beautiful. Now, this is a rags to riches tale of two boys now grown into angry men, angry at their past, angry at each other, so during this fight, they can't help but remember who they once were and their limitations. When flung against the ropes, Damien's back presses against jail cell bars. Short glimpses of their younger selves flash on the screen. It's causing anxiety and we all feel claustrophobic, grieving their emotions, but still focused on the fight. It's always been about the fight, right? No, wrong. It's their relationship. Coogler has always been good at showing us black men celebrating their pride and resilience, but this time he showed us black men navigating relationships, trauma, and their emotions, which I really, really like. And thank God we might have come to a neutral conclusion because I can't stand these two brothers fighting anymore.
No, they're too handsome to fight. Like Jessica said, in a very anime-like finisher, Donnie knocks out Damien, holding his championship status. Luckily, it feels like their friendship wasn't completely ruined after the fight when they have a small heart-to-heart in the locker with their signature old-school handshake. Small tears run down their faces, and Donnie exits to celebrate with Bianca and Amara. So many great classic Rocky-esque moments in this film, much like Rocky 3, when Rocky's former opponent and Adonis's father, Apollo Creed, helps Rocky defeat Mr. T, aka Clubber Lang. Victor Drago is in this movie to help Adonis win this fight. Now, the Adelphi gym in the movie is littered with old posters of Adonis and Apollo's fight. Adonis's childhood room has a Naruto poster. Michael B. Jordan is an anime nerd, so this is obviously a nod to that. Adonis gets his Rocky running up the stairs moment by sprinting up the Hollywood Hills and celebrating above the Hollywood sign. Much like Rocky 3, Adonis, like Rocky, has retired from fighting and is now living the high life, only to be brought out of retirement by a rough and tumble brawler of an opponent. Adonis's comeback is fueled by grief, much like Rocky after Mick dies. Now, Dame beats Chavez so badly he has to be hospitalized. It's a slightly more mild version of Drago killing Apollo in Rocky 4.
Absolutely. And you guys, that's it for our little video, our little breakdown on Creed 3. Genuinely, we're excited for more. Keep Michael B. Jordan fighting forever, I always say. Go watch Creed 3 again and let us know how you felt about it in the comments. Follow us at Lulu_Clemens and Tommy Bechtold. Follow New Rockstars. Subscribe to New Rockstars for more breakdowns of everything you love. Tune into our sister channel, The Deep Dive, for Eric's Deep Dive Analysis. His next video is on Back to the Future. Thanks for watching. Peace out.